Thank you, Bobby. Good afternoon, everyone. Delighted to welcome our colleagues from the University at Buffalo to sign an historic agreement between Daemen College and the UB School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Now, this partnership is precisely the kind of innovative collaboration that is essential to providing new academic and career opportunities for students at both institutions. Specifically, the 3+4 undergraduate professional school educational agreement that we're signing today fuses the exemplary natural sciences undergraduate programs at Daemen College with the outstanding pharmacy and pharmaceutical science program at the preeminent public research university in our state, of course, UB, affectionately known as UB. We're proud of this partnership and pleased to be formally signing the affiliation agreement this afternoon in historic Rosary Hall. Now, before I relinquish the podium to our academic leader, Dr. Mike Brogan, I want to welcome three key leaders who were instrumental in working with our leadership team to develop this accelerated 3+4 pharmacy program. Dr. Charles Chip Zukowski, Provost and Executive VP for Academic Affairs at UB. We can recognize him. Dr. James Jim O'Donnell, Dean of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences at UB. And seated with us here is Dr. Jennifer Hess, Associate Dean and Director of Admissions, Enrollment Planning, and Undergraduate Advisement at the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Dr. Hess will also serve as UB's coordinator of this collaborative program with Daemen College. Isn't that three different jobs that you have there? Admissions, enrollment planning? Well, although he's not here with us today, I want to pay special tribute to my good friend, colleague, and actually neighbor, Dr. Satish Tripathi, president of UB, who continues to be one of the state's great academic leaders, and a president who continues to identify ways that Daemen and UB can work together for our mutual benefit. So in his absence, let's applaud him. Now it's my pleasure to turn things over to Daemen College's VP for Academic Affairs and Dean of the College, Dr. Mike Brogan.
Well, I'll just be a minute. First of all, thanks for coming. And I'd also like to thank Dr. Zukowski and Dr. O'Donnell and Dr. Hess for making this possible, but also to thank the people on the Daemen side, Dr. Kalinowski and all the colleagues in the Natural Science Department who take every opportunity to grow those programs and to grow the college and to make us something different today than we were yesterday and even more promising in the future. So opportunities like this mean a lot to me, and this opportunity does mean a lot to Daemen College and the students here in many different ways. But I think when we look at American higher education and we look at the tenets and we say things like excellence and access and diversity, when you think of diversity, you think of structural diversity and cultural diversity. Well, structural diversity is just as important to me as cultural diversity because they're really one of the same, that students have the opportunity to go to a college or a university where they can be successful. They can go to a public or a private, a large or a small, or a teaching or an R1. And that's wonderful. That's access, and it gives students the opportunity to go where they can be successful. I think these types of opportunities, these types of relationship really bridges the best of both worlds. Students have the opportunity to come to Daemen College and experience the environment that we offer, the climate and the academics, the way we offer them, and then move on and experience one of the R1s, the prestigious flagship universities in the country. So I think it's a great opportunity for us. I'd like to think it's a good opportunity for the University of Buffalo. Very, very grateful for how hard the faculty here work in making these things work. And then also for people who bring these opportunities to us, like Frank Williams and Dr. Hess, and the enrollment management under Pat Brown's leadership and so on. So another growth sprout for the college, and again, we're very, very grateful. So it's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Zukowski.
Good afternoon. I'm very pleased to be here as we sign this agreement for the 3+4 educational affiliation agreement between UB and Daemen. Both Daemen and UB are in the business of educating the leaders for tomorrow. And we take young minds and we shape them, and then those of us who are older rely on them to carry us to going forward. We're blessed here in Western New York by having this diversity of quality educational institutions that are at different scales and different levels of what we refer to at UB as comprehensiveness. And Daemen is at the smaller end and attracts a different sort of student than we might at UB. It's just simply a matter of scale on what we're looking at. And we're very pleased to be working with you and to take the students that you've shaped in their first 3 years and then bring them over to UB to work in our School of Pharmaceutical Sciences that is extraordinarily strong, to prepare them to go off for careers that are going to be good for us all. The services we will receive from those professionals will transform lives, not only of the student, but also for those of us who depend on the services of the pharmaceutical professionals that we are educated through this program that we're building. So I'm very pleased to be here. It's a nice day. It's great to be out and about and seeing the fall colors. So I want to thank you for the opportunity to sign and hold a small celebration. I'd like to turn the podium over to Jim O'Donnell, our Dean of the School of Pharmaceutical Science.
I wanted to first thank Jennifer Hess and Frank Williams for setting this up. Well, everybody has good ideas, but it really takes time to try to align what's going on at Daemen to what's going on at UB to make sure we can do these sorts of programs. And so very much appreciate their efforts, and then appreciate the efforts of the senior leadership of the school in agreeing to this. For those of you who are not familiar with pharmacy schools, it is a doctoral program. It's a doctorate in pharmacy. And so we very much rely on undergraduate preparation. It's a very rigorous program, and students have to come in with really strong grounding in the maths and the sciences. And we've accepted students from Daemen over the years, and they have done well. And so we're confident they'll do well in the future. We're hoping with this program it will make it a little smoother, and it will also make it possible for students to more conveniently get both their bachelor's degree from Daemen and their doctorate in pharmacy from UB. So I look forward to working with all of you in the future, and I'm certain that this is just the start. Thank you very much.
All right, so now we do our thing.
Daemen College pen. High quality.
High quality, very.
We only do high quality.
We have to exchange, don't we? No?
Yeah, we'll do that. Thank you. Anyway, let's congratulate everybody here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We really appreciate it. And I know that this is because you're in love with Daemen and all the great things we've been doing. And by the way, just a little off the subject news. If you haven't been on Main Street in front of the college today, don't go out the usual exit that you do. Go out that way, because finally, after a long marathon from beginning in June, we finally have banners up on the streets. And I can't tell you what we went through to get that, and we want to thank a lot of people, but especially Bobby Mills for that. So.